Imagine a nation, once the beacon of economic prosperity, now drowning in a sea of debt. The United States of America, a country built on the principles of freedom and innovation, is facing a financial crisis of unprecedented proportions. The national debt, a staggering $31 trillion and counting, threatens to suffocate the very fabric of our economy. The consequences are dire: reduced spending power, increased taxes, and a diminished standard of living for generations to come. The question on everyone's mind is, how did we get here? And more importantly, how do we escape this fiscal quagmire? Enter Elon Musk, the visionary entrepreneur and innovator, who has made a career of defying conventional wisdom and pushing the boundaries of what is thought possible. With his trademark boldness and outside-the-box thinking, Musk has proposed a shocking plan to pay off the U.S. national debt. But can it work? In this video, we'll delve into the details of Musk's plan, examine its potential benefits and drawbacks, and explore what it might mean for the future of our economy. The problem of U.S. national debt. The United States national debt is a ticking time bomb, threatening to upend the country's economic stability. At over $31 trillion, the debt has surpassed the nation's entire GDP, making it a daunting challenge to tackle. The consequences of inaction are far-reaching. As the debt continues to balloon, it will lead to higher interest rates, reduced government spending, and decreased economic growth. Moreover, the debt's sheer size will make it increasingly difficult for the government to respond to future economic crises or finance vital public programs. Perhaps most concerning, however, is the fact that the national debt is growing at an alarming rate, with the Congressional Budget Office projecting that it will exceed 150% of GDP within the next 30 years. This unsustainable trajectory demands bold action, and it's imperative that policymakers and innovators like Elon Musk explore new solutions to address this pressing issue. Elon Musk's economic philosophy. Elon Musk's economic philosophy is rooted in his passion for innovation and problem-solving. As a serial entrepreneur, Musk has consistently demonstrated his ability to think outside the box and challenge conventional wisdom. His experiences with PayPal, SpaceX, Tesla, and other ventures have instilled in him a deep understanding of the interconnectedness of technology, economics, and societal progress. Musk's economic views are shaped by his commitment to sustainability, social responsibility, and human progress. He has spoken publicly about the need for a universal basic income, the importance of addressing climate change, and the potential for technology to drive economic growth and equality. Musk's economic philosophy is characterized by a willingness to take risks, experiment with new ideas, and push the boundaries of what is thought possible. This mindset has enabled him to build successful companies and drive innovation. And it will be interesting to see how he applies his philosophy to addressing the complex issue of the U.S. national debt. Musk's plan for U.S. national debt. Elon Musk's plan for addressing the U.S. national debt is built around several key components. Firstly, Musk proposes increasing the government's revenue streams through innovative means, such as implementing a carbon tax, introducing a financial transaction tax, and leveraging blockchain technology to streamline tax collection. Secondly, Musk advocates for reducing government expenditures by eliminating inefficiencies, consolidating redundant programs, and implementing cost-saving technologies. Thirdly, Musk suggests restructuring the national debt by negotiating with creditors to extend payment periods, reducing interest rates, and potentially converting debt into equity. Musk also proposes creating a sovereign wealth fund to invest in strategic assets, generate returns, and reduce the debt burden. Furthermore, Musk recommends incentivizing private sector investment in infrastructure projects, education, and research to stimulate economic growth and increase tax revenues. Finally, Musk emphasizes the need for transparency, accountability, and bipartisan cooperation to ensure the successful implementation of his plan. By presenting a comprehensive and multifaceted approach, Musk's plan aims to provide a roadmap for addressing the U.S. national debt and securing a more prosperous economic future. How Musk's plan could work. Implementing Elon Musk's plan for addressing the U.S. national debt would require a multifaceted approach involving both short-term and long-term strategies. In the short term, the government could focus on streamlining its operations, eliminating wasteful spending, and implementing cost-saving technologies. This would help to reduce the deficit and slow the growth of the debt. In the long term, the government could invest in strategic assets, such as infrastructure projects, education, and research, to stimulate economic growth and increase tax revenues. Additionally, the government could explore innovative financing mechanisms, such as green bonds or social impact bonds, to raise capital for these investments. By taking a comprehensive and phased approach, the government could make meaningful progress in reducing the national debt and securing a more sustainable economic future. Effective implementation would also require strong leadership, bipartisan cooperation, and a commitment to transparency and accountability. Expert insights and criticisms. Experts and economists have weighed in on Elon Musk's plan to address the U.S. national debt, offering a range of perspectives and criticisms. Some have praised Musk's willingness to think outside the box and challenge conventional wisdom, arguing that his plan's focus on innovation and investment could help stimulate economic growth and reduce the debt burden. Others, however, have expressed skepticism about the plan's feasibility and effectiveness, citing concerns about its potential impact on interest rates, inflation, and the overall economy. Critics have also argued that Musk's plan relies too heavily on untested assumptions and lacks a clear implementation strategy. Additionally, some experts have noted that the plan's emphasis on private sector investment and public-private partnerships may not be sufficient to address the scale and complexity of the national debt. Despite these criticisms, Musk's plan has sparked an important conversation about the need for innovative thinking and bold action to address the U.S. national debt. Comparison to other debt reduction strategies. Elon Musk's plan to address the U.S. national debt is not the only proposal on the table. Other experts and policymakers have put forth alternative strategies, each with its own strengths and weaknesses. For example, some have advocated for a more traditional approach, emphasizing fiscal discipline, spending cuts, and tax reforms. Others have proposed more radical measures, such as debt forgiveness, monetary policy reforms, or even a wealth tax. In comparison, Musk's plan stands out for its emphasis on innovation, investment, and public-private partnerships. While some critics argue that his plan is too focused on growth and not enough on austerity, others see it as a refreshing change from the conventional wisdom. Ultimately, the best approach will likely involve a combination of different strategies, and Musk's plan can be seen as a valuable contribution to the ongoing debate about how to address the U.S. national debt. Conclusion and future outlook. As we conclude our examination of Elon Musk's plan to address the U.S. national debt, it is clear that his proposal has sparked a vital conversation about the need for innovative thinking and bold action. While Musk's plan is not without its challenges and criticisms, it represents a crucial step towards acknowledging the complexity and urgency of the national debt crisis. As the U.S. economy continues to evolve and face new challenges, it is essential that policymakers, experts, and innovators like Musk remain committed to exploring new solutions and collaborating on effective strategies. Ultimately, addressing the U.S. national debt will require a sustained effort, driven by a shared sense of purpose and a willingness to challenge conventional wisdom. By embracing this challenge, we can work towards a more prosperous, sustainable, and equitable economic future for all Americans. Thank you for watching the video. Please subscribe our channel for more interesting videos.